Hey everyone, this is Coach Keith Kepner, and here we are, the second video of this series about why the jab is the most important punch in boxing. And really, not just in boxing, but in all of combat sports. Any sport or activity where you throw punches, it's the most important punch. Last video, we talked about the advantages of speed with the jab and it not opening you up. Today, we're going to talk about another way that the jab is the most important punch, and that is that it can blind your opponent. So think about this, you can literally take your vision from your opponent, because think about it, if you and I are boxing and I put this jab out in your face, even if you catch it, block it, defend against it, it's interrupting your vision. There's something you can't see right behind this jab right now, boom, and that's that right hand coming right after it. So if I'm here and we're boxing, bah, here, bah, here, bah, bah. Right behind it, it blinds, or I could leave it out for just half a second, boom, put it right behind it as well. It's that good old basic 1-2 type concept that we all know in boxing, right? 1-2. That's why it's such a good combo. And if you watch fighters like, for instance, George Foreman, when he knocked out Michael Moore, he did his 1-2, and the 2 was kind of high. It was on the forehead. Then he said, oh, next time I'm going to put that jab a little bit lower, and bang! And then he put him down on it. So once you got that jab out there, disrupting their vision, they can't see, even if they're defending the punch, even if they're blocking it or catching it, and then right as that comes back, bang! You snap it with all you got. And if your aim is good, you hit them on that button, hopefully they're going down if it's a fight context. Now let's think about as well why the jab is the good blinder punch. My right, a lot of times, isn't going to be a good blinder punch if I'm orthodox, right? If I'm sided up here and I reach out like here, it's going to leave me more vulnerable. Also too, there's an organ on the side of my body right now that's open. That's the liver over here. I've had some people with sparring, different fighters, whatnot, occasionally, especially when they're starting out, they experiment, they see more experienced fighters that maybe have a purpose behind doing something like that, and they'll put that out there to try to control somebody, bah, they get hit right there. So remember, you're squaring yourself up, you're getting yourself out of position, unless you have a very good purpose or a very good strategy behind what you're doing there. Typically you're going to want to use this, because also let me tell you something else as well that you can do, is from here, from the sided out position, you've got the most range to blind somebody. So I'm here, I'm blinding, I got the most range. So if you throw something right now, even a short person like me, from this range, a longer person throws something, I can still step out a little bit and get out of the range, especially of a hook maybe they throw to my body, or even an uppercut style shot. Or I can be here and I can literally jump my body back to get out of that body shot as well, because I have this distance created with my jab. Versus here, not the same picture. And like I said, if you're orthodox, you're opening up your rib right there. Most of these tips are going to be for both southpaw and orthodox, but this is something that with southpaw, obviously, I'll put this out here, that liver is closest. And think about it, that's a disadvantage for a southpaw. Everyone's always talking about the advantage of southpaws, and they do have advantages because a lot of people aren't used to boxing them, and it can be awkward, right? The southpaw is more used to boxing an orthodox fighter, so therefore the orthodox is going to have more problem with the southpaw. But think about that, the southpaw's liver is closest to you, so it's maybe more ripe to be taken. So remember this with your jab, that it's not only the fastest punch, but it's also the punch that you can use to blind somebody and to disguise something that might be coming here, boom, or something that might be coming afterwards, a big right hand, right down the pipe. If you enjoyed watching this video, make sure you click the like and subscribe button. Make sure you implement these concepts into your boxing. And how about you share it with somebody else that you think could benefit from it.